I officially now have a TikTok artist account. And I gotta say, I like the changes. This is pretty cool. So I have a screen recording right here, as you can see. And first off, it looks about the same as a normal TikTok account, right? First off, though, you can see the difference. We have artist right here. It's kind of interesting they don't do any kind of like note verification similar to the YouTube OAC. And the best way to think of this, by the way, the TikTok artist account, it's basically TikTok's version of the YouTube official artist channel. And I'll give my recap at the end of this video, but I'm just going to say this right away. I love this. And in addition, I actually think for a bunch of different reasons that having a TikTok artist account, I think is actually more important than the YouTube OAC. You should have both, but I think this is more important. So first off, like I said, you can see my videos here. Let me move this like kind of out of the way, put it there. Like I said, this is a screen recording, and you can see kind of similar to a normal TikTok account. The artist right there, I like that. I like that's very like descriptive, and I like the text as well. So if you look at like a YouTube OAC, the note check mark, if you don't know YouTube, you might be like, okay, they're a musician maybe, or is that like part of their name or whatever. I kind of like how this says flat out artist, right? I like that a lot. So you can see I have a bunch of different tabs here. This is kind of standard on TikTok, but the big one is the note right there. That's basically your releases. So when I go and I click it, first off, I haven't done this yet, right? I don't really post as much on TikTok as I should. I'm not gonna lie. I'm more of a YouTuber, but I feel like I probably should start doing it, especially now because of this. So you can see I have two different unique features right away. Fan Spotlight, which allows me to add up to 5 fan videos as a fan spotlight. That is awesome, right? And this is a big reason why I feel like this I actually think is better than the YouTube OAC, because it's very common and almost standard for people to use songs on TikTok in their videos. So it is really cool if, let's say, a fan of mine, which, you know, I'll show you, I've had, I don't know what it is, somewhere over, I don't know, maybe 300,000 or 400,000 videos on TikTok. I don't know. It's a lot. I have to look into some analytics. I've had hundreds of thousands of videos using my music, which is pretty crazy, right? So it would be kind of cool to like feature one of them. Let's say someone does it, and I want to kind of give them a shout out, being like, "Hey, thank you so much for this person who used my song. I really like the fan spotlight." Next, you have music. So let's say I have a recent release. Let's say there's, one of my biggest releases on St. Patrick's Day. So let's say it is St. Patrick's Day. I'll scroll a little bit. Maybe I'll feature this one again, being like, hey, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Don't forget to use my song, right? And as I kind of scroll down, right, and this is what I did when recording this video, you can see all my different songs. The most popular one is Lionel Messi on TikTok, but then I have St. Patrick's Day, Spartans. I'm pretty sure Capoeira has more than just 75. I'm like 99.9% sure. So I don't know if these are 100% accurate. I notice the analytics fluctuate a good amount here and there. Then I have the option to use a song, right? So as I scroll down, you can see I have all these different ones that I have on TikTok, right? Then I can click this little icon and click use sound. It seems like to me, and don't quote me on this, but I feel like this is what it seems like. You may notice a red plus here and no red plus there. I think it's because I've used these songs in my own TikToks, but I've not used these ones yet. So it almost seems like they're saying, hey, if you want to use your own song, there's a reason to it, which I'll show you in a second, right? So as you can see, I've used these ones in TikToks, but not these. Still a red check mark saying, hey, you should make a TikTok with that one. So if I click, let's say Lionel Messi, you can see I have all these different recent, let me load them all, I guess might as well. There you go. So all these different ones that people have posted, but if I back up, you can see the first one up here is by artist. This is a video I did because people sometimes joke that I look like Lionel Messi a lot. Like I've had people almost like think I was him in real life, right? And you can see right here by artist. That's a really great feature and that's something I was kind of curious if TikTok would ever do, and I'm kind of glad they did that. Let's say if you like the song and you go to that song, you can see not only all the other videos made by that song, but the actual musician, the actual artist themselves, if they have used that song, or if they have used their own song, let me say that, in their own TikTok, it appears right here saying by artist. Great feature. Being honest, I love this. First off, everybody should sign up, right? If you have a TikTok account, and trust me, you should, you can easily do this. I have a video listed below in the description to a video I posted, I think like last week, on how to do this on DistroKid. It's super easy. All you do is go into your DistroKid account, go to the TikTok verification, You just connect your DistroKid account to TikTok. It took my account maybe about, I don't know, maybe like 5 days, and then this appeared, and I'm like, oh, cool. That was it. Super quick, super seamless. So one, it's free and quick to do. The second thing though, like I said, and I touched upon a lot earlier, is I think this is more important than a YouTube OAC, because what happened is my music, a couple different times, as you saw, went viral on TikTok. Like my St. Patrick's Day song was one of the top songs in the world to use on TikTok on St. Patrick's Day. That's the name of the song. Lionel Messi is still getting a ton of hits, especially, with Argentina crushing it, right? So there's been a lot of traffic on my music, and what's interesting is I had a lot of people sometimes hit me up saying, hey, is this the real Fuchero, right? That's the name I released music under, but it's interesting that all my social media handles and accounts are marked Fuchero. And I had people messaging me on TikTok via DMs or even on Instagram or other places saying, hey, are you the Fuchero that released this Lionel Messi song? I just want to let you know I really like it. And I noticed it was kind of an odd disconnect, because I'm like, it kind of stinks that all these songs are getting all this traffic, but my TikTok account is almost so separate from them, right? And in this case, it's all connected, right? And yes, with the YouTube OAC, it's very seamless, and I think it's a great GUI or graphical user interface where you could go onto the YouTube OAC or an official artist channel. They have a bunch of their videos, but then you can also see their releases. Releases really meaning the songs that they've released. With TikTok, though, because it's such like an ingrained part of TikTok culture to make videos with songs, I think this is way more important, because now, let's say someone listens to St. Patrick's Day and they're like, oh, this is a great song. I wonder who made this. Okay, their name's Fuchero. Now, not only will they know my name, of course, that's going to be everywhere in terms of your artist name when you release a song on TikTok or it goes on TikTok, but also the fact that now they can easily and very quickly navigate directly to your profile. This is a very seamless integration, and I think that not only, and both ways. Let's say someone watches one of my TikTok videos. I've had 2 TikTok videos go viral. That's it. Not related to music, but I had 2 of them go viral. Let's say someone, watches them. They're like, oh, I like this guy on TikTok or whatever. And they go to it and they're like, oh, wait a minute. He's an artist. Let me listen to his music. That can very easily happen. But on the other end, let's say someone listens to one of my songs first and they use it in one of their videos because they really like it. And like, oh, this is a great song, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wait, he's also on TikTok. Boom. Let me go to his page. Let me watch his videos. Let me follow him, etc., etc. This is something, I'll be honest, I have been kind of waiting for, some kind of like seamless integration, especially because it's very common, very, very common for a lot of songs to kind of get a lot of videos on TikTok. And I think as a result of that, this allows you to kind of build a bigger fan base via TikTok, even more than before, which allows, like I said, in both ways, someone watches your TikTok videos, starts listening to your music as a result. Or someone listens to your music or uses it in their videos, now starts following on TikTok as a result. But then, of course, it is a snowball effect, right? I got more hits on YouTube as a result of TikTok. I got more followers on Instagram and people using my songs in Instagram Reels because they saw it on TikTok. And they're like, hey, why not cross-platform promote? Because for a lot of TikTokers, Instagrammers, basically social media influencers and social media content creators, one of the biggest things they do basically is try to look at, okay, what's the next big song? What's the next big trending song or audio or sound that I can use to kind of piggyback off all the previous success of that sound, song, audio, etc. This is a great feature. This is huge. And like I said, it's completely free. All you need is a TikTok account, which is free, and a DistroKid account, which costs $23 a year. I'm assuming at this point, if you're watching this video, you probably have a DistroKid account, right? But this, I gotta say, excellent, excellent feature and something everybody needs to have on their TikTok account.